All right, time for our first ever edition of KFC Radio Callbacks. This is an idea we've had for a long time now, one that we've never really pulled the trigger on, but just like Friday Night Pints and social distancing, here in quarantine, we're trying to bring you the newest and best material and content. So we're going to finally pull the trigger and do a KFC Radio Callback, meaning over the last 10 years, every time someone's called us and left a voicemail, we have their phone number. Which honestly, we are probably sitting on a gold mine of data.
Let's sell this fucking data.
Right? Like, sorry, listeners, we're about to violate your privacy. Sell this to cold callers and sell it to big data and the government. And we have 18 to 55. We have thousands and thousands of people's phone numbers and all that shit.
Yeah, who's Zuckerberg's plug? Who's Zuckerberg's data plug? Get me in touch with him. I'll sell this shit.
We're the new plug, bro. It's going to be us. So this is our first ever callback. And nobody better to lead the charge than last week's phone call where we had the girl who said that she set her Apple Watch timer to give herself a challenge to see how quickly she could get this guy off and get out of his apartment. We had some questions. We have some thoughts. So we're going to call her up now and get some answers. We're going to do it old school style here. We'll just put it on voicemail, put it on speaker and chat it up.
Hello.
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 How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. You are the first ever KFC Radio callback, so you should be honored. You are a part of KFC Radio history. We've been talking about calling our listeners and our voicemail people back, and you are the very first one.
All right.
Are you honored?
I am honored, man.
You should be, but we are equally as honored because that was a Hall of Fame voicemail.
Kevin, this is just a great move by you to get this number. On that one.
I mean, we'll do a phone call on camera and we'll do it off camera as well. Listen, I got the wheels spinning here, but your voicemail was so legendary and led us to have quite a few questions. So we figured we got to hear it directly from your mouth. So
sure. First
off, let me just ask you, what was your reaction when you heard us answer your voicemail, and what did you think of our takes and all that nonsense?
I mean, as soon as I heard my voice, I was like, "Oh Jesus, here we go." And then I got a little nervous that he would hear it, but he doesn't listen to podcasts. So then I was like, "Oh God, I don't want to get the end of the stick from him." And then I was like, "Whatever, I actually don't care." Your takes, I mean, that's fine. Fight, I don't think I agree. I don't think he knew. I don't think he was aware.
Well, why do you think he said to you
any
parking meters?
Parking meters.
Yeah, but he waited till, obviously he waited till after the fact.
Well,
I guess you're not going to stop me.
Yeah.
Blowjob.
Yeah, when there's a time someone's wrong.
I don't correct
them with my penis in their mouth.
That's a hard and fast rule. Let the girl with the penis in your mouth finish, and then we discuss the details. For those people who might not have listened, she set her Apple Watch to time herself when she ran into this guy's apartment, see how quickly she could get him off and get out. And he noticed that there was a timer on the watch. Her excuse was, "Oh, I just need to set the timer for my parking meter." And on the way out, he said, "By the way, there are no parking meters." I think that was a clear indication. Maybe he didn't know. Oh, obviously she's timing how long it takes for me to get off.
He didn't dig deeper.
Right, but he knew something was up.
He knew, obviously he knew something was up, but he didn't care enough to dig deeper. He was like, "Oh, do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "I gotta go."
Okay, here, let me ask a couple questions again. Same ones I asked before, but now I have you here to answer them. You did this during quarantine, yes?
Yeah, look, I'm not proud.
Well, right. No, but I'm not holding you over. I'm not raking you over the coals for that. Nobody cares. Whatever. You broke. Yeah, whatever. My point more is that if you're going to go and do it and break the rules or whatever, why not make a night out of it? Get your money's worth and hang out and talk and like get some social interaction, no?
I know. And like, I thought about that too, but he was someone I knew, obviously, I mean, like friends with, and like
right
before quarantine, like he would always hit me up. And like, I know he's like definitely been in like all my friends' DMs, and it's like not something that like I want to, like, I'm not real, like I'm attracted to him, obviously. And like, I enjoy giving head. So I was just like, whatever.
I guess that was my second question, but I think you kind of answered it. No interest in you getting anything personally out of it. You're down to just give the head and that's it.
Yeah, and I told him that like before. I was like, look, like I don't really want to have sex with you, to be honest. Like I just like not. I don't know. Quarantine hasn't like had me in like a sex mood, but I just like giving head, and it's like great for. I mean, like it still turns me on and gets my job done when I want to. So
hang on one second.
When you walked in there, was it like out of a movie? Like, were you kind of like showing up in like the fucking trench coat with nothing under it and like pushing him in the chest, being like, "It's time for business"? How did the transition happen?
I like went in there. I had like my fucking mask on because like he lives in like one of those apartment buildings that has like a front door, like a doorman. So I like had my mask on and I'm like, oh my God, I hope they don't say anything to me. And then like went up into it. Like it's my first time in his house ever. He was like room 230. I was like, okay, great. Like boom, walked in 230, went to his bedroom, did it, left.
But
and
like,
it was
how does it happen? Or you just like sit down, I'm gonna suck your dick? Like how does someone just walk into a home abode and just immediately have a penis in their mouth? I need a little wine and dine, like a hello help.
You know, well, I mean, I definitely had a glass of wine before I went over.
So you pre-gamed this event?
Oh, I pre-gamed, yeah. I pre-gamed everything.
Yeah, well, I've had an interaction where, you know, a clear booty call situation that I at least attempted to make. You know, like I had a couple glasses of wine poured. She was on a tight schedule. We sat down, the TV was on, and she looked at me and was like, we don't need to do this. Let's just go. And I was like, okay, all right. But I made the effort. I at least tried to fake it, you know?
Yeah. And like, I mean, like him and I like talked about it because he was trying to get in my pants to begin with. Like I made it loud and clear. Like that's not like, you can, I appreciate you trying to woo me, but
here's what's funny. He didn't get in your pants. You only got in his.
No, exactly.
Well, I mean, whatever. As long as you got off because you like doing it. He obviously got off in under 9 minutes, so he's happy. Do you think there was any feeling like I was joking, but only kind of half joking, that if that happened to me, I might feel a little bit used?
I know you did say that, and then that kind of made me feel a little bad because like I didn't want.
I mean,
but like,
not really bad. Don't worry.
Are you really being used?
No. I mean, you're quite literally the opposite. But
exactly.
But I would be like, God damn, you just treated me like a piece of meat, girl.
Yeah, but it's like it's also just nice. It's like now it's a funny story.
I'm like on a podcast and talking about it. I feel like that might change it. But
you left them with a nice story. That's really the important thing here. Like anything that happens in your life, you're like, God, that's gonna be great to tell at the bar. And that's a great story to tell at the bar.
Yep.
I wonder if he said to his friends, like, dude, she said it was for the parking meter, but I don't have parking meters. Do you think that she was timing how long it took me to come? What do you think was going on there? He's probably a little bit puzzled himself.
Probably, but that's okay. He'll survive.
You're goddamn right.
What would you say? Obviously, this is, I believe, the first time you've ever actually recorded. What would you say your record is?
Oh man, I don't know. That was pretty quick, and I went in there. Like, you have to know that, like, I parked my car and then started it. So, like, I went.
Yeah. So you're doing
elevator.
You're doing car to car.
Hang on, you took an elevator to the second floor?
It's the details.
All right, like now is not the time.
I hate people who take elevators one floor. What are the people who use me like a piece of meat? If you're only changing one floor, you take the stairs.
I had to beat the time, okay?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you probably could have gone faster if you run up the stairs. You could have been out of breath. Like, all right, let's go. I just ran up the steps. So you went car door to car door. 8 minutes.
30. 39 seconds.
So-
I don't know. I have that
so-
play-by-play video on my Snap.
What would you? Oh, you were snapping it the whole time too?
Oh, I mean, like I was like pre in the car. I was like, that's how I was contacting my friends. I'm like, all right, about to go in yada yada's house. Over under 10 minutes, and that's when we got.
So how long would you say the actual act went down?
I would say probably 5 to 6 minutes.
I mean, sometimes I think, if I'm just
I definitely had quicker, but in no means was I trying to make it that quick.
right.
And I think it was more of a I don't know.
Now, I don't know if you heard Feidelberg's take, but he guarantees that not only would it be less than or longer than 8 minutes, that you might not even finish the job, period.
I'll Babe Ruth this. I'll call this not no problem.
I've heard that before, and I have proved all of those wrong. So that's all I'll say about that.
Okay, well, in that case, let me also say then, there is no way you could do this to me. No chance.
I love competition, and I love proving people wrong. So
In that case, I will call you back again a little bit later, okay?
sounds great.
All right. Well, thank you for being the first ever callback.
Yes, I appreciate it.
I think people are going to love to hear the extended director's cut edition here. So thanks so much, and thanks for listening and calling in.
For sure, guys. Have a good one. Take it
Thanks.
easy.
Gonna sell
Later.
that phone number. I'm gonna sell that phone number. Fucking only.
See you later.
Bye.